Hey everyone!
안녕하세요.
Welcome to Celebrating the Korean Language and Culture Cooking Demonstration.
Hello, my name is Lois Kim and I teach 5th grade Korean dual language at Porter Ranch Community School.
Hi everyone, I'm Scott Schmerlson. I am LAUSD board member in Board District 3, and I'm going to watch an interesting video on Korean cooking.
My name is Alice Lee, and I am not a professional chef. I'm just your regular mom who has a passion to try new things, make healthy food for my families, and love sharing our Korean culture with everyone. I'd like to introduce you to my son, who's going to be cooking with us today.
Hi, my name's Tyler, and I don't know how to cook.
And he's right. But that's okay, and if that sounds like you, we invite you to cook with us today as we're making our family's favorite Korean dish,
Chae.
The first time I had Chae was in South Korea, and I was visiting with a group of school administrators. And at that time, the Chae was made with tteokgogi, but this time it's made with bulgogi, and you can also make it with daejikogi.
Chae is a traditional noodle dish that people may have tasted in Korean restaurants or seen at Asian markets. I always ask you to make it when my friends come over.
You're right, and that's why I thought it'd be a fun summer activity to do together just to show you how easy it is and you can make with your own family. It's a traditional dish that we eat for celebrations and for Korean holidays, such as Lunar New Year. Tyler, do you remember how to say Lunar New Year in Korean? 설날.
Oh, I remember now.
And we also make it for Korean Thanksgiving.
Oh, I know that one.
You do?
Yeah, Chuseok.
Yes, Chuseok. All those years in the Korean dual language program at Porter Ranch Community School was all worth it.
As a former Spanish teacher, I know that being bilingual teaches children to be tolerant and understanding of others.
And chae is definitely a staple dish for an authentic Korean birthday celebration.
Well, now that we know the background of Chae, can we make it, Mom?
Yeah, let's do this. These are the ingredients that you'll need to make chae. 1 bag of glass noodles, also called sweet potato noodles, or in Korean, tangmyeon.
Glass noodles, I hope they don't break in your mouth.
The vegetables you'll need are 4 to 5 shiitake mushrooms, a red bell pepper, spinach, 2 cloves of garlic, a small onion, and a carrot.
You'll also need black pepper, soy sauce, sesame oil, and some sesame seeds.
I think we're ready. Next, we're gonna marinate our meat. Now for the meat portion, you can use beef, chicken, pork, or if you're vegetarian, just leave this step out. So we're gonna take our meat and we're going to cut it, follow me, into thin julienne slices. And we're trying to go with the same length for all of our vegetables and our meats so that when we put it together with the noodles, then they'll be consistent. Great job, son.
Thank you. Never done this before.
And we're gonna put it into our bowl. You put all of it out into the bowl. And we're just gonna quickly marinate it so when we're chopping, it'll have time to marinate. It's a very easy marinade. It's 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sugar, half a tablespoon of mirin, half a tablespoon of sesame oil, half a tablespoon of chopped garlic, and we're just going to give it a quick stir.
I noticed that she's using wooden chopsticks, and I remember when I was in Korea, they had stainless steel chopsticks, so that's kind of interesting.
How's it smell?
It smells like bulgogi, sort of.
You're right.
All the ingredients we use to make chae are the same ones you can use to make other Korean dishes like kimbap, bibimbap, and bulgogi. How convenient.
The great thing about Korean cooking is most of the ingredients are pretty similar. So basically, you just made bulgogi so that you can have this if you'd like as well.
Did you know that of all U.S. cities, Los Angeles has the largest Korean population?
So as you see, I just mixed it and we're just going to leave that to the side and marinate while we get the rest of our vegetables chopped. We're gonna start with our first vegetable, spinach.
Mom, I hate spinach.
I know.
This guy never heard of Popeye, I guess. Everybody knows that Popeye eats spinach.
But that's the great thing about chae. You can substitute any vegetables that your family likes or dislikes. And today we're going to be making with our traditional 5 vegetables in a traditional chae. So for today, let's put in our spinach. So we're going to put all of our clean spinach into a boiling pot of water, and we're going to do it very quickly just for it to blanch. We don't want to cook it overly. Okay, so a couple seconds, and that's all we need. So I'm going to strain it, and we're going to quickly put it into an ice bath so that it stops cooking. Okay. As you saw, the spinach was a big heapful, but as you know, when you cook spinach, it becomes very little. And that's all we need, especially for Tyler who doesn't like spinach. So you're just gonna quickly squeeze out our spinach, and you don't need to overly do it because we don't wanna break up our spinach too much. And that's it. We're gonna put it on our plate, open it up, and because spinach is a little long, I'm just gonna do a quick chop, chop. That's it, spinach is done. This is the perfect time to put in our noodles into our boiling pot.
The original version of japchae was without noodles. Chap means mixed and chae means vegetables. So it was slightly boiled and mixed with different seasonings. Noodles were not added until later.
I'm using the same one that I used to blanch my spinach. So Tyler, can you take out the noodles?
This is a lot of noodles, Mom.
I know, but noodles are the main ingredient of japchae, and this one happens to be a 500-gram bag, and you'll see at the end how much this makes. Now, what do you feel like it looks like texture-wise?
Looks like coral.
Coral. Okay, well, it's hard right now, but putting it into the boiling water for about 8 minutes is going to help cook it and make it into that chewy texture of the noodle that we like. So in goes our noodles into our boiling pot of water for about 8 minutes, and this is the perfect time that we can fry the rest of our vegetables while this is cooking. I'm going to move that back onto our back burner, and we'll get started with our vegetables now. We're ready to get started on the rest of our vegetables. So we're going to take each vegetable and just chop it into roughly the same julienne length. So I'm going to give you half.
Thank you.
And we're going to put it flat. And we're just going to chop into nice thin slices like you did for the beef. So we're going to put that on our plate when you're ready. Next, we're going to move on to our carrot. Now for the carrot, I'm going to actually thinly give you this piece so that it's easier for you to cut. You can give it to...
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to take a few of these. You can put them together, and we're just going to chop them, again, into nice thin strips.
Am I doing this right?
Yes, it looks perfect. Let's finish up the rest of our carrots. All right, and we're going to move on to our red bell pepper.
Thank you.
Nice long strips. Great. And our last vegetables, do you remember what those were?
Shiitake mushrooms.
Awesome. So you take one. And mushrooms, you just put it straight down, and we're gonna, again, just chop into nice thin strips. You can use any mushrooms, white mushrooms, button mushrooms. For those of you that don't like mushrooms, you can leave them out. But it is one of the staple items in japchae, and it really brings a nice smoky flavor to the noodle dish. Great job. You wanna try one more?
Yes.
The mushrooms are a lot easier because they're softer. And there you have it. We're done with our chopping. All right, it's been about 8 minutes. We finished our vegetables. So we took out the hot noodles directly into this bowl. You don't have to wash them. Can you try them and see if they're done?
Oh my, the noodles are so long.
The noodles are a sign of long life, so Korean people prepared this dish for the holidays when gathered with family as a dish to represent long life for family members who eat it.
I guess the idea is don't ever cut the noodles or you'll cut your life. So remember that, everyone.
You're right. So while you're tasting it, I'm going to just take a scissor and we're just going to give it a quick chop chop so that they are easy to eat.
She's chopping those noodles.
Very chewy.
Perfect. That's the texture we're going for. A nice chewy noodle. Next, we're going to make our sauce that's going to go on it. Simple sauce of the ingredients that we've used before. So Tyler, if you can put it in, and we will mix the sauce, and we're going to actually use it to marinate our noodles before. So that is 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 1/3 cup of sugar, Now sugar you can substitute with honey or agave if for diabetics, or a sugar substitute. We've got 3 tablespoons of sesame oil, a table and a half spoon of sesame seeds, and an 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. And if you give it a nice little whisk, this is just going to be a delicious sauce. So while the noodles are hot, we're going to put about 2/3 of the sauce into our noodles directly, so that, first of all, so that they don't stick because of the sesame oil, but it also just kind of marinates all of it. So when we put it all together, the noodles already have that seasoning of the sauce. Is it ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to just give it another quick stir. You want to make sure you get all that sugar from the bottom. And I think we are ready. So we are going to just pour in directly about 2/3 of the sauce. I'm going to leave a little bit, and we're just going to mix it with our hands. It is hot, so we're just going to give it a quick stir. And we are back now with our vegetables. We're just going to give a light oil, and we're going to start with our onions. And I'm just going to put a pinch of salt for each vegetable. And for the onions, we don't need to cook them overly. We just want to get the sharp onion taste off of them and just give them a nice soft texture, just so that they are tender enough that they'll mix in with our soft noodles and all of the rest of our vegetables. All right, do those look good to you?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to easily put it on the plate that we have our spinach on, and just keep adding to our plate. Now we're going to give it another little oil, and let's do our carrots next. Same thing, Tyler. You can just stir it around until they are soft. Now the carrots are a little bit harder than our onions, so we want to give it a nice quick stir fry. And again, don't forget for that pinch of salt. Giving it a pinch of salt to each vegetable kind of seasons the whole thing, even though we're going to be making a sauce at the end for it. This is so fun doing this with you. Now when your friends come over, we can make this together maybe.
Yeah.
Carrots have a nice glossy glow to them, and that's sort of how you know that they're cooked without getting too soft. All right, so I'm going to move that on to our plate. As you can see what's happening, we are just making this beautiful array of colors. And one more time, I'm going to give it a little dash of oil, and our next vegetable is red bell peppers, and another pinch of salt. How are those red bell peppers looking?
Great.
Think they're ready? Oh, I smell them. They smell delicious. We're going to add them to our plate. And lastly, we're going to do our
Mushroom.
For the mushrooms, we don't add any oil or salt because, as you know, mushrooms are like sponges, so we don't want them to get soggy. So they're almost going to do a dry stir fry, and they become almost like a toasted brown, beautiful color. Again, that smokiness of the shiitake mushrooms is just delicious for this. All right, I think our mushrooms are done. As you can see, they have kind of wilted and they're nice and brown. I'm going to add that to our platter. Gives it a nice brown color as well. And now I think we're ready for our meat. All right, and now time for the favorite part for kids, eggs. We're going to crack 2 eggs into our bowl. Great. Give it a pinch of salt, and we're just going to whisk it. And in a well-oiled pan, non-stick, we're going to make a nice thin egg pancake. Put that to the side. Right, thank you. So if you just move your pan around and just get all of our egg around until it starts cooking, we're going to give it a quick flip. All right. Gonna just let it cook a little longer. All right. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so we finished the egg, we're just going to slice it up and just finish up our beautiful vegetable platter. And then our last step will be that beef that we marinated earlier, the one that smelled like bulgogi. Great, so I think that's done. All right, I'm gonna leave it on my pan to cool, and we're gonna finish up with our beef. All right, you hear that sizzle? Tyler, do you wanna go ahead and fry that up, and I'll cut up the egg for us. For the egg, the easiest way, just cut it in half, flip it, and we're just gonna make those beautiful thin slices. If you have any egg allergies, you can always leave this part out as well. Again, the great part of making japchae is really can incorporate any of the vegetables or proteins that you like. Look at that beautiful color. Now we've got almost our rainbow of red, orange, yellow, and green. And that beef, oh, it smells delicious. That marinade that we made earlier, perfect. We're just gonna give it a quick toss. Now again, you can use chicken or pork or leave this step out completely if you're vegetarian. All right, it's starting to get golden brown. All of our meat is starting to sizzle. The marinade of the soy sauce and the sesame oil is making like a nice glossiness. We want to make sure that our beef is completely cooked. Great chopstick skills there. All right, I think we are ready. So I'm gonna turn our heat off. All right, we're gonna add our bulgogi to the edge of our plate, and look how beautiful our plate is. Tyler, can you set that behind us? And now we just need to add in the noodles that we marinated, add the 1/3 sauce that we have left over, toss it all together, and we are done. Amazing. So the easiest way, we'll just have it on this platter anyway. I'm just going to put the noodles right on top. You can use all of the noodles, or if you think the noodles are too much, then you can just leave some of that out. So if you put that back. And the remaining 1/3 sauce, I'm just going to put it right over the noodles again. And now my noodles are nice and warm, not hot. I'm just going to go ahead and toss everything, give it a nice stir, and bring all of our colors together. And as you can see, we're going to move the meat and our eggs, and it's really coming together. And look how much we've made.
Japchae is normally eaten at room temperature, so it's a dish that you can easily make in advance.
One package of the glass noodles can probably feed a good 10, 12 people because you have other side dishes, I'm sure. But look at that deliciousness. And it's healthy. There you go. Well, how was that?
It was fun and great.
And it's so easy to make. And again, it's a great way to introduce vegetables to your family. And who doesn't love anything made with noodles? And the best part of making japchae is sharing it with friends and family, especially when you have this much. And like I mentioned before, it's a great birthday celebration meal. And I know of a special someone who's celebrating their birthday this month. So why don't we package it up and surprise them with a curbside delivery?
That'd be great.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you had fun, and we hope that you'll continue to make special memories with your families like this throughout the summer. Thank you. 안녕히 가세요.
안녕히 가세요.
Anyone can take Korean classes. You don't have to be Korean to do so. You may take these classes because you like Korean food, you like K-pop, or you like Korean culture.
I invite anyone who is interested in being part of the Korean dual language program to explore, as Porter Ranch Community School is one of the special schools that offers this program.
In addition to Porter Ranch Community School, we have 6 other schools that offer Korean classes in Board District 3. They are Holmes Middle School, Lawrence Middle School, Chatsworth High School, Cleveland High School, North Hollywood High School, and Sherman Oaks Center for Enriched Studies.
And I know of a special someone who's celebrating their birthday this month. So why don't we package it up and surprise them with a curbside delivery?
That'd be great.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you had fun, and we hope that you'll continue to make special memories with your families like this throughout the summer. Thank you. 안녕히 가세요.
안녕히 가세요.
That was fantastic. Am I the boy? Oh, wow. Do I actually get to eat it? Oh, no chopsticks? Good, no chopsticks. That's delicious. Just like Mother used to make. That's just delicious. Really. Excellent. Delicious. Thank you so much. Thank you.